What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Boy John 25. And tonight I'm going to do my WWE Raw review on highlights. So you guys new, hit that like button, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. Now, Monday Night Raw itself was just boring. The first hour of Raw was just boring. Alright, we're kicking things off with in-ring segment Drew McIntyre. McIntyre welcomes everyone to the show. McIntyre knows that this Sunday Survivor Series takes place. McIntyre describes Survivor Series a Thanksgiving tradition where you spend time with your family and says what you are thankful for. McIntyre says he is thankful for the WWE Universe. McIntyre asks if we are ready to see him Claymore Randy Orton and reclaim the WWE Champion. McIntyre notes that when it comes to the doubters, you just need to hold up 3 fingers and tell them to ready between the lines. That just leaves the middle finger. Come on, keep up. McIntyre says he tries to do Roman Reigns a favor last week. When McIntyre told him they will be facing each other at the pay-per-view, McIntyre says he is going to Claymore Reigns off the pedestal. Orton interrupts. Orton says he wants to talk about what he is thankful for. Orton is thankful for being a 14-time champion. Orton is thankful for the WWE gave him for putting his hands on Adam Pearce last week. Orton adds he has been fined more than anyone else in WWE history. Orton has spent more time sitting at home suspended for more than 80% of the locker room has spent in the ring. Orton says he will win because he is simply the greatest. McIntyre says he is going to kick Orton's head in later tonight. The Miz and John Morrison walk out on the stage as McIntyre is about to leave the ring. Miz says he is going to cash in a few favors to sit front row tonight's championship match. McIntyre lets Miz know that if he tries anything, he will destroy both of them. Miz says that at the end of the night, the champion will be in his hands. The Fiend hid the Firefly Funhouse because he knows there is nothing he can do. Nothing he can do to Miz. McIntyre tells Miz that he isn't Orton. McIntyre is impatient, man. McIntyre starts walking towards Miz. Miz and Morrison runs out of the ring. Miz tells McIntyre no matter how McIntyre feels at the end of the night, Miz will be laughing at the way to the bank. Alright, let's move on. So we get backstage. Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Yeah, it says Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax walk up to Lana, and Nia Jax and Baszler ask why Lana asks to team with them tonight. Lana says she knows they will never accept her, but she wants to prove she belongs. Lana says she isn't Orton. She won't refuse to tag in. Baszler tells Lana that this match is about them proving their dominance in the division, not Lana. Jack tells Lana under no circumstances she tags in tonight. All I gotta say is the women's division is god awful. Table number 9, like Tim said, table number 9 that Lana went through. Lana went through a table 9 times in 2 months. That's all I gotta say. Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, and Lana versus Asuka, Mandy Rose, and Dana Brooke. I ain't really care about this match. I fell asleep while doing this match. This match was god awful. Alright, the winners of the match: Asuka, Mandy Rose, and Dana Brooke. After the match, Baszler tosses Lana out of the ring. Jack tells Lana that she is proud of her and she isn't going to put her through a table. Jack welcomes Lana to Team Raw. Jack shakes Lana's hand. Jack says psych and proceed to put Lana through the announcer table. And there you go. Then backstage, AJ Styles tries to rally the troops since the captain of Team Raw. Listen, the captain of AJ Styles is just ridiculous. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, Sheamus, Braun Strowman, Keith Lee, and Matt Riddle aren't buying it. Styles says he knows they all hate to lose, but they have to work together. Styles says they have a tune-up match tonight against Retribution. Styles gives everyone a Raw t-shirt. Everyone leaves Styles and his large friend standing there. Riddle walks back in and says he doesn't want anyone to be left out, so he has a nickname for Styles, large friend as well. Styles tells Riddle not to speak to him. Riddle calls the big guy his name and walks away. Styles asks his friend if he's been talking to Riddle. Styles' friend says, "Of course not." Styles' first surprise. His friend can't speak, let alone speak English. Styles wants to know why he never told him. The big guy says Styles never asked. Styles yells he has so many questions. Backstage, Dana Brooke is talking to Charlie. Reckoning attacks Brooke from behind. Reckoning kicks Brooke in the head into the crate. That right there itself was just pointless. So you have Mia Yim attacking Dana Brooke backstage. That right there itself was just pointless. Alright, so we get to the Firefly Funhouse. Bray Wyatt calls Miz rude. Wyatt says he wants to teach Miz a lesson in manners. Alexa Bliss jumps up and down and says Wyatt wants to face Miz tonight. Wyatt says if he has to repeat himself to Miz, Miz may meet Wyatt's bad side. Wyatt does karate to get ready for his match tonight, along with various other things like a spelling bee and throwing darts at Rambling Rabbit. Wyatt hits Rambling Rabbit in the heart with a dart. Wyatt says it looks like he's ready, and he hopes Miz is too. Alright, let's move on, people. Let's move on. In-ring segment, the Hurt Business. So we get MVP says this Sunday we will all see the best of the best. United States Champion Bobby Lashley will destroy the Intercontinental Champion Sami Zayn. Shelton Benjamin says they are going to take care of New Day tonight and those clowns, the Street Profits at Survivor Series. The Hurt Business wants all the gold. New Day interrupts. Kingston says the MVP is a liar. Kingston calls them the Jerk Business. Who wrote this script in the first place to begin with? But anyway, which goes over like a lead balloon. Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose are both injured and will not be competing at Survivor Series. So we got Raw Tag Team Champions Tag Team Championship match. The New Day versus the Hurt Business. This match was fantastic, but Cedric Alexander botched the suicide dive. That's all I gotta say. But this match was good by itself. So it says the winners and still Raw Tag Team Champions, the New Day. I really want Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin to become the new Raw Tag Team Champions. I was praying that the Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander win the Raw Tag Team Champions, but they didn't. So the New Day retains the Raw Tag Team Champions, and there you go. Alright, let's move on. So backstage, Sheamus tells McIntyre to come here. Sheamus has a gift for McIntyre. Sheamus says he remembers being close to McIntyre's mother as she told them both so many stories about their family history. Sheamus reveals a box with Scotsman gear in it. McIntyre talks about how important these items are to him. When McIntyre turns around, Sheamus is holding a sword. McIntyre is even more emotional. Sheamus tells McIntyre to take it. McIntyre does. Backstage, Mustafa Ali says Team Raw is everything they hate. They are all spineless cowards who are just wanted to stab each other in the back. Reckoning says she proves tonight that Retribution is always one step ahead. Retribution just need to sit back and let them fall on their own. Ali hopes their soul. called Captain, is ready to go down with the ship. So we get Retribution versus Team Raw. Sheamus, Keith Lee, Matt Riddle, and Braun Strowman. Good win for Retribution, even though Retribution kept on losing and losing and losing. It says the winner of the match, Retribution, and there you go. It says backstage, Nikki Cross is looking for Alexa Bliss. Cross says last week wasn't Bliss talking last week. The Fiend is controlling her, and Cross isn't giving up on her friend. Off to the right, Jeff Hardy is ripping down flyers that Elias put up, asking for info on the car accident that took Elias out months ago. Elias photoshopped Hardy behind the wheel of the other car. Hardy says he's going to go after Elias. Backstage, Elias is strumming his guitar. Hardy charges in and asks what the deal with the flyers. Hardy says he doesn't hit Elias with a car. Elias says he is just looking for justice. The only person who knows what happened is Hardy, because Hardy did it. Hardy slams Elias into the wall. Hardy says. In-ring segment, The Miz and Morrison. Miz says months ago, the Fiend sent a Dominic Dollar to Miz's house to scare his daughter, and Miz did some stuff he wasn't proud of either, but that should be water under the bridge. Miz says there is no reason to have this match. Miz says a pitch to Wyatt to work with him. The Fiend wants Orton, he can't have him. While Miz cashes in Money in the Bank, Alexa Bliss walk out on the stage. Bliss tells Miz, he says no. I did not know Alexa Bliss had a new theme song. It just surprised to me that Alexa Bliss got a new theme song. But anyway, Nikki Cross runs out and grabs Bliss by the shoulders. Nikki Cross pleads with Alexa Bliss to leave to Fiend. Alexa Bliss slaps Nikki Cross. Good. Alexa Bliss slaps Nikki Cross. Good. Bliss hops on Nikki Cross and runs down right and left. Officials try to separate Bliss and Cross. Riot's music hits. Riot walks to the stage and everyone stops. Pierce takes his hands off of Bliss and walks away. Riot stares daggers at Cross. Bliss and Riot embrace and skips to the ring together. TM has said this plenty of times. He was the first one to say this. Alexa Bliss is the Fiend's savior. Alexa Bliss, a rider for Bray Wyatt. I love this duel between Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt. But they should have just went with this route in the first place between Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, let's continue. So we get the Miz versus Bray Wyatt. All right, decent match, by the way. It was just decent. You know what I'm saying? The winner of the match, Bray Wyatt. But Tim, did you see Alexa Bliss launch her body over the barricade just to attack John Morrison? That's it. Alexa Bliss just launched her body over the barricade and attacked John Morrison. After that, she just popped up out of nowhere and started smiling and laughing at the same time. But anyway, this match was decent. The winner of the match, Bray Wyatt. And there you go. Bliss slowly appears from behind the barricade with a cheerless grin on her face. Bliss stands on the barricade and walks it like a tightrope. Wyatt claps as Bliss walks towards him. As Wyatt and Bliss walk up the ramp, the Fiend appears on the Titantron. Bliss and Wyatt stops dead in their tracks and stares at the screen. Backstage, Charlie Caruso is with Adam Pearce. Pearce officially announced Brooke and Rose will not be competing at Survivor Series due to injury. They will be replaced with Peyton Royce and Lacey Evans. I do not like this, but my opinion is this: Lacey Evans and Dana Brooke should be a team, just like Tim just said. Cause you know why? Because I'm gonna tell you why. Because Lacey Evans and Dana Brooke should be a team in the first place. That's all I gotta say. But Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce are not a team in the first place. They're not a team. But I'm just gonna leave it at that. That Dana Brooke and Lacey Evans should be a team. instead of Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce. That right there alone would just got off with that. Lacey Evans and Peyton Royce, it's gonna be in Survivor Series. That part right there would just got off. Anyway, Asuka tells us that SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks isn't ready for Asuka. Okay then. Alright, let's move on. The women's division is god awful. But anyway, backstage, Charlie finds it says backstage, Charlie finds Orton and tries to ask a question. Orton tells Charlie that he has enough distractions right now, and she don't want to be added to the list. Okay then, so we get the WWE Championship match, Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre in a no disqualification match for the WWE Champion. This match was fantastic. It says the winner and your new WWE Champion, Drew McIntyre. I love Drew McIntyre's entrance. I love his wrestling gear. He came out with the sword. He placed the sword through the floor, and then the flames start coming out, and then the fire start coming out. I love that part. I love that part by Drew McIntyre. But anyway, after the match, McIntyre leans into a camera and tells Reigns to set a seat for him at the table. Next stop is Survivor Series, and SmackDown wins. Not SmackDown. I'm sorry. And then Monday Night Raw went off the air. But like I said earlier, Monday Night Raw was just a boring show by itself. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE review and WWE Raw review and highlights, please drop a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel. I'll leave my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Big Boy John 25, and I'm gonna do my AEW Dynamite review and highlights. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'm out of here.